Alrighty then. Hey everyone. Good evening. Hi. Let's get ourselves started. Here we are in Zenith. Oh, one small thing. We got baby Gooby. We got baby Gooby. With his tiny baby butt. His baby Gooby butt. Alright. And Calosa will be staying Dark Knight for a bit. So, gonna have some fun with that. And we're going into Heavensward Part 2! Venturing deep into the domain of the dragons, the heroes come face to face with the great wyrm Hraesvelgr, from whom they learn the sordid truth of the Dragon Song War. Born of man's treachery was this bloody conflict, and by man's hand it must be ended. Thus does the Warrior of Light sally forth with Ishgard's greatest champion, the Azure Dragoon, on a mission to crush the Serpent's Head. Let's do it! Alright then. Hey! They just appeared. Hey everyone! Icehalt's faith in the wyrm was misplaced, which leaves us but one road to follow. What false god is this, Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Oh, you sail. Rip you. Alright. It's considering our party's next course of action. Yeah, okay, Thinky boy. Make with the thoughts.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
So we're just gonna murder Nidhogg, then.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Well, what are we supposed to do, you sail? Go ahead, tell us what you think we should do.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
He's the one who's been doing the shouties that make all the dragons follow him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the great wyrm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
I mean, there's 4 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a dragoon, and you say I get that's the DPS. Alphino, learn healing magic. I'll tank. We got this. It'll be fine.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with 2 Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible?
Oh yeah, hey, we got Elvie here. Elvie helped us get up Somal, so I'm sure Elvie will be happy to murder the crap out of another dragon.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the wyrm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
Thank you, Elvie. Estinian, please don't flash your ball. And thank you, Alteron, as well. You still speak of continuing this war at this time of day, in this part of the country, fully contained within your kitchen. Why, yes.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Well, if you want to go into Nidhogg's lair and ask him to stop murdering people, stop asking his own children to get murdered for his vengeance, you can go ahead, Alfie.
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
Foreshadowing! Alright, bye, Estinian. Oh, I guess bye,
I should be
Estinian.
blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Well, sorry about that, Asael. You could go seek out Elvie. I'm sure they'd be happy to comfort you. Okay, we're out.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Hey, Mishu, I'm happy to have you with us, even from work. Hope you don't mind going way far ahead of what you've already seen. Yeah, you're gonna get spoiled. And Schnitzel too, we have everyone. This is great. This is like the most it's ever been. Hey, Asael. What fun? Oh, okay, you've already said that. Woo! Defeat enemies as we search for the Aerie. Sounds like a plan. Let us search for Nidhogg's lair and murder the crap out of him. The stream resolution? It should be. The stream resolution should be normal. That's weird. I thought I fixed it recently to make it so that it would be 720. Oh well, whatever. Let's murder some things. Oh hey, why doesn't Jetlin take this guy? I love that there's shield dragons in waiting and amphitheater in waiting. Because Nidhogg is a king among dragons that we're murdering. I mean, as long as Mishu gets money, I don't see what the problem here is. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not complaining. Shu gets money and we get to have a free, what do you call them? The stickers or whatever. Yeah, free subs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Shu. You got paid. What is this? There's no problem here. Money, 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 am I right? Get this. Get these. Wow, you know, actually being able to hit things? Jeez. Calosa's staff only does like 40 health, but this guy just like slices and dices. Dark Knights. Also goofies. See, this is why even if like I'm gonna start like, even if I could get partnered, I probably won't. Because if I did get partnered and people like subbed to me, I'd want to sub back. So let's just imagine that we already subbed to each other. Exactly, there you go. I'll take this one, you take that one. Oh, you take this dragon and I'll take that dragon. And we will murder the dragons. And Gooby loves Calosa. Twice in a row, Gooby. Wow, I wonder what this giant thing could be. With all the lightning and stuff. It couldn't be a monster, or the Aerie, or where Nidhogg is hiding. Of course not. Yo, Elfie, what's up? Stinian, pray tell me I am wrong.
Is that it?
Well,
Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul.
Yeah, why don't you get a few scars to reflect the ones on your soul?
'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of my fault. Oops. Oopsie doodle. Hey, oh no, actually I'm gonna blame Elvie. Elvie's the Dragoon.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
I remember that part. We discovered the means by which it could be penetrated, but I was the one who ran all the way around the entire world getting the stuff for it. Alfie.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
What good old days? He saved us like five days ago. Dragoon salute. You're welcome. If our only remaining recourse is to violence, then we should seek out the swiftest path to victory. With every moment we hesitate, Ishgard's prospects grow bleaker. What do you think, Estinian? Estinian would have you enlist the aid of Cid Garland. What are you talking about? Alfie would have me enlist the aid of Cid Garland. Whatever. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie, and I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renate's Forum, Calosa. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Cid will still be in Ishgard. Alright, St. Renate's Forum. Is that in Ishgard? I always forget. It is. Oh, okay, right. I remember now. To Ishgard, to Foundation. How many do you need? Just one, but you'll need to hit the wrong one twice first. Ah! Memories like the corners of my mind. I think St. Reynald's Cathedral is close. Estinian? Not selfish? Has he learned how to be a person? Nah, course not. Wait, where are we going again? Oh, I was in Foundation. Oh, gosh darn it. Sprint. I was looking at the wrong part of the map. Oh, right, I remember, because Sky Steel Manufactory is close, and that would be where Cid is probably working. Yo, Alfie! When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could always try the airship landing, or mayhap even Sky Steel Manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is, who? Sir Amaric would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at such short notice. Ah, I have it! Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmeline is out. Is about, or out. Emmy! Emmeline is adorable, and he is my other son. Calosa has so many sons, okay? Just don't ask questions. Manolane. And Honoroi, look at my other tiny son. When it comes to exchanging information of uncertain origin, Lord Amanolane is something of a prodigy. Indeed. We were fortunate to find Lord Amanolane at home. The tavern keeper's loss is our gain. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. In search of a Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. Tavern are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he's been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Calosa, we must find Cid and trouble him on his expert opinion. Sounds good. Thanks, Amanolane. Are you going to say something? If you do find Master Garland at the airship landing, I trust you won't forget who told you where to look. Credit where credit's due and all that. Thank you, Amanolane. Have fun. I'm out. Hi, Abby. I'm about to ask some questions. Do ask all of the questions, Mishu. Just be aware that a lot of the answers are probably going to be spoilers for what you haven't seen so far. It's gonna be great. It'll be great. Boing. Boing. Biggs and Wedge! Ishgard comes under attack. We'll have to get out of the city pretty sharpish. Don't much like the idea of leaving a job half finished, though. What's that? There are dragons coming? Oh, sorry. Can't talk now. Have to finish this job and get out of here. Oh, a lot of the answers are Estinian is dumb. That's also true. Calosa, Alphina, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Beta, flayed to black explanation. Another wind barrier? You say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, then there'd be precious little we could do to avoid them. There must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the end of the churning mists, but we do not know how much longer. All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we give that new toy of yours a proper field test. All right! Yeah! It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Oops, no, don't skip cutscene. I thought it was gonna finish soon. Because I forgot to character configuration, skip playback. There we go. I remembered before the cutscenes. Yay! I did it! Alright, back to Skysteel. I am good at video games, you guys. Whoops. Vom, 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 vom. This is what I get for accidentally pressing buttons. Ah, yes, the Skysteel Manufactory. As I recall, this workshop is primarily devoted to the construction of dragon-slaying weapons. Doesn't Ionica frequent this place now and again? I mean, Ionica does have this weird gun thing. She shoots musket bolts and stuff. They all want to build bigger, but we know where the future is headed. She does frequent. Wow, Alfie, you are really on the ball with this. The Ishgardians have granted us the use of a small corner of their workshop, all part of the agreement. I think you'll see we've made the most of the space. Oh, jeez. A little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. Oh, I'm excited. Ayanica's so cool. All ears.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
A mana cutter. That's super cool.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Aw, look at you two being awesome engineers in your own right. I can't wait for you guys to die horribly. I mean, what? Aw, blush.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Yeah, that blush emote probably isn't the best on Rogadins.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
Aw, Sid, it's okay. You can't be a genius all the time. That would make you a Gary Stew, and that would suck.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
What is this one small flaw, Wedge?
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Why, we're going headfirst into an area that is predominantly wind-aspected ether. Perfect!
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
I get it! I don't forgive you. Get punched in the shoulder. Nani? Yo, Tataru. Alright, what's up?
Tataru, what's happened?
I love Wedge immediately. Tataru, are you okay? Go!
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Oh yeah, the Sultana, which is a thing that has happened that Mishu doesn't actually know about. Welcome to giant spoilers. What?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Wedge and Biggs.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Mm-hmm. Spoil me hard, baby. Also, yes, Tataru Wedge is my OTP too. They are adorable, and I love how they still. And what the? Astrologian, why? Who did this? Why? Why Astrologian? Also, look at the guy's name. This guy for Machinist. His name is Stephanivian. Who names their kid Stephanivian? Why? Why? Isn't she a beauty? Yeah, you're right, Wedge. She is a beauty. This is one of our best works, Calosa, no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. My lads have outdone themselves this time. Indeed they have. Goodbye, Stephanie. I'm as intrigued as you, Calosa. Shall we hear what news Tataru has brought us? We have news from you from Ul'dah. General Raubahn says he may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean the both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. No! Come, Calosa, pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. To the Waking Sands, warrior of light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. And what better way to deliver it than with a dark night way? Oof. Waking Sands. Pray return. Thanalan. Horizon. You leave Stephanibian alone. He's my friend. I really do like the Machinist plot. Yeah, storyline. Stephanibian is pretty good. But his name is Stephanibian. His name is Stephanibian. His name is Stephanibian. Only losers have a name like Stephanibian. Bum bum bum. Let's fly over to the Waking Sands. Oh yeah, we don't have any Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets because that was added later in the game. So I don't have any. Yeah, I gotta fly over here, but instead you get to hear a song. Yeah. Who names their child Calosa? My mom does, and she's dead. So wow.
Thank you for coming.
Wow, Raubahn, look at how cool you look now.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I hope that his recuperation continues apace, because I'm not a white mage anymore and can't heal him. Whoops. Eh.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
Ah.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Frondale's frontistery? What?
There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
Hey, that's exactly what we need.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Wow, Alfie, you actually thought of something correct this time. It's a miracle. Head pat.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Well, then we gotta go rescue her.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel.
Yeah, where's this lady in waiting? She just ran away, I bet.
We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Yeah!
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar.
In the Silver Bazaar? She was hiding out, like, right next door?
But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands.
I love having fights at this point.
We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Hey, yeah, as long as it's only lending. Mm-hmm.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ulda!
For Nanamo! And I guess Ulda! I mean, Rian was born here, so I guess it would be fine. For Rian! But if one had chosen to entrap the Sultana in death-like sleep rather than slay her, then one would surely also know of a means to rouse her from said state. There must be an antidote to this poison. Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Yeah, when she didn't say anything, when I got arrested. Spoilers. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still in hiding there. Sounds like a plan. Raubon needs to wash his face. Come on, he looks really cool now, though. Cool little capey doodle. Yes, surely this will make sure that I am not noticed and not attract any attention. This is perfect and not at all suspicious at all. Yeah. Look at this little place. What even is this for? What's this for? I guess it's for like... I guess it's like a mini lighthouse or something. The lookouts and stuff. I mean, it is pretty foggy. I wouldn't want any boats to run aground. Hey, here's another ferry. Wait, there's a ferry here? Where does this go? Crescent Cove. Oh, hey, wow. They'll just go to take you across to Crescent Cove. That's cool. Never knew. The more you know. This wine tastes like piss. Don't explain your breath. Got him.
Mariel, she's here. She's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance.
Yeah, thanks, kid. Now I can go assault her. Snowman and Ulda? Yeah, no problem. It's fine. Easy now, General. We don't want her bolting down some other hole. God damn it, where is she? I'll tear this place apart if I must. Oh, hey, it's Dulala.
Let us gather all the players together. This has gone on long enough.
Oh, hey, Kikipu. She's the leader of the Silver Bazaar.
Greetings, Calosa. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ulda, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life.
No, I get it. I know. Calosa did a long quest line here to save the Silver Bazaar from being bought out by evil capitalists.
I have met the Sultana's handmaiden on numerous occasions, but I cannot, for the life of me, bring her features to mind.
Maybe she's a warrior of light too, and they just forgot her. Nah.
I suppose it was too much to ask that we stumble upon her buying fruit in the market square.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you giddy.
Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander.
Oh, yeah, she's saying the same thing. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back! My masters won't be pleased to hear this. Yeah, jerk, you better not do anything bad. I already punched your masters in the face. If they try it again, I'll punch them again. Don't think I won't. The one closest to the market square. And there she is! Yo, Mariel! Yeah. Arr.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden.
Oh, geez. Lady better start talking!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
I'm just saying, you don't want to get between a protective father and his tiny little daughter girl. I'm just saying. She's surrounded.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolorito? This little jerk!
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
Yeah, after what Raoban did to the last tiny Lalafell who had crossed him. Woof.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allegan monstrosity Omega.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
I love how he's like young Mariel, and it's like, dude, she's like twice your height.
You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
Ilberd!
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
Thanks, Alfie. Yeah.
Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
Yeah, I believe it.
Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
Yeah, sure.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Can I punch him first? Just a little? I'm a Dargonite now. That's what we do, is we punch people. Can I do it? Just a little. Maybe squeeze his head a bit?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
That's what I'm saying! You said I'd lend you my hand, my arm. I'll do it. I'll give you a hand and punch him. Twice! For free!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial?
I am innocent. So I do believe I could get at least one punch in. I'm just saying. One punch. Just one.
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Can we have a trial? A trial for me to punch him once? Can we have a trial for me to punch him twice? Please. Ugh.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This is why Ulta's the worst town.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
Where did you have that? Where did you keep that?
You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Also, where were you keeping that? Thing's huge. It's as big as your head.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
That's why it's only one punch, and not, like, his death. Come on! I'll probably punch him when his back is turned.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. the citizens of Ulda shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
It can't be prosperous if you don't allow punching jerks. Whatever. Yep. Well, Meryl, there's what you get for working with a bunch of jerks who don't get to get punched. So shall we go back to Ishgard, Alfie? This is boring. There we go. Hey, someone's doing this story with me. Yo, you giddy!
You had killed the one you served. Pray excuse my mutterings. I was reminded of a line from an old poem. By the 12! I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana.
Alphino would see this dark chapter in Ulda's history brought to a close.
Shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us.
Do we really gotta? Fine. Alright then, Chamber of Ruin. While I'm here, before I forget, let's do another priority. The right pass. Yes. Oh hey! Someone's getting towards the end of a Realm Reborn. She was a sprout that I picked up a little ways back.
I hope Lord Dolorito's potion is as effective as he claims.
It would appear the Syndicate has moved swiftly to clear our names. Bartholomew, for one, does not seem remotely surprised by our presence here. Thank goodness. Yo, Bartholomew! Yo, Bart! Flame General Rabon mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way, if you will. Yeah, got some music going on. Oh, back in Sultana's room. There she is, on the bed, in her cute little sleeping gown. Gives her the potion. She's awake.
I was having the longest dream.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
And they're using the original theme of Thanalan from 1.0. Oh. Hey, it's back to us.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber.
Yay!
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition.
So you want me to beat you up? I'm just saying that's a competition.
'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Well, you talk to the Sultana about that, Lolorito, before I punch you!
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Oh, geez. Another giant mothership?
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
Wonderful. We're gonna have to fight this at some point, aren't we? Hey, Sid, you're gonna finish that giant airship, right? Just in time? Deus Ex Machina it?
My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Once again, Lolorito, you talked to the Sultana about this. She's not here. I'm going back to Ishgard to punch a dragon, because I can't punch you, apparently. Also, yes, Dark Knight Calosa is very physical. She will punch a thing. She's kind of angry. You saw it last week. You saw that.
Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
What? What future? What? What's your future, Alfie?
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Wait, aren't they already disbanded? Aren't they like... Oh, actually,
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come.
But we're gonna send them home, right?
As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Can I punch them? Can I punch Laurentius especially?
Ah, my all Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Oh well, what you gonna do, Alfie?
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause.
Shining example.
Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Yeah, shine the light, by punching people.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alfino, proud member of the Scions.
I like that better. A lot less stuffy now, kid. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Wait, you wouldn't even... No woman alive? You wouldn't even speak to Alisaie about this? I guess she would make fun of you. You don't think I would make fun of you? That's kind of sweet, actually. Anyway. Alfino would know how things stand at the Rising Stones. Let's go back. Alfie's defunding the police. Alfie says ACAB. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that Her Grace will make a full recovery. I and Ul'dah too shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned the Revenant's when they learned of Captain Ilbeard's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alfino. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Calosa? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Oh, you dork! Okay, let's go. Look at that sweetheart! No, come back, I want to hug you! I promise I won't punch! Maybe a little! Revenant's Toll. Alright, let's do it! Oh, by the way, this is Yoshi P. This is his little, like, avatar. That's why he has goggles, because Yoshi P has glasses. There you go, that's the secret. Everyone's here! Commander, you're alive! And closer, too. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah! You'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Yeah! Aye! Uh-huh! You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's none of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked it over, see, and we all agree. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. Huh? But the Crystal Braves? The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded will live on. They bind us to each other. And to you. Commander, Alphino. Well, minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you. Let us help you find Minfilia and all the others.
Yeah, indeed.
Of course.
My friends, after all that's happened, I know not what to say. Oh, Alfie! Sweet little baby! I don't know if you know, but during that God's damned feast, Flamine got ambushed by some 3rd unit curs over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose, though. Ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is she's lying low somewhere in the port.
We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you. Between us and the Immortal Flames, no stone in Eorzea will be left unturned.
Indeed.
Femi. Calosa Whispersong. I joined the Crystal Braves in the hopes of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision, not even for a moment.
Oh.
I feel blessed to have witnessed such a display of camaraderie. We must repair this damage if our minds are to find focus. Now, where to begin?
Aergamus.
First things first, we need to put the Rising Stones in order. We can't have the Archons return to find their headquarters in such a shambles.
Ozan! It's been a while! I sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, and it would seem that Ida and Papalimo's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. So they could be alive!
Yes!
Yeah! Calosa will punch the tears back in Alfie. No! She will hug the tiny child and let the tears spring forth. She only punches bad guys.
If we scrutinize the
Scions' records, they should provide us with likely locations for the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease. It is for works just such as this that we have been trained. Oh, good luck, Doare. Alright, Alfie. Pray, excuse me. I thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know I am not worthy of their loyalty, Calosa. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. These aren't the friends you deserve, but they're the friends you need. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger and the Waking Sands and Tataru and Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I'll join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, baby! Hug! Take care, kid! Alright, let's do it. Back to Ishgard. Oh yeah, Urianger is still alive. Who would have thought? No, no Elvie. It was Moonbrita who died. Spoilers. I'm pretty sure she hasn't hit that far, Rip. It was funny. Someone was like, wow, I really like this character. And then she died. And I was like, oh, was it Moonbrita? And it was like, yeah, I really liked her. And someone was like, wow, Calosa, thanks for spoiling it. And it was like, what? Like, it's like the first, like, month of playtime. What? It's real easy to forget Urianger exists. I fully admit. Calosa, how the seven else do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. Few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Forton Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Oh, jeez. More Estinian. Why couldn't it have been a dragoon by the name of Elvie was looking for me? After we shared a kiss behind that rubble, I mean, wow. It's just not a word. Well, we did go to Salmal. But still, there wasn't much time for words. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Estinian knows where we live, and he's come to haunt us. Hi, Estinian.
You have fulfilled your obligations to the Uldals, then. Mistress Tatara has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garlon's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Amaric? I think we've kept him in the dark long enough.
Sounds like a plan! Get out of my house, Estinian! Ugh, you're tracking Modin! Estinian, come on! Alright, Forgotten Night. Play, proceed. He was eager to speak with me. Oh, really? Tell me more.
All stands ready, Lord Commander. Ah, the moment has come then.
Elvie. Oh, Amaric! Ooh! What the? Alfie!
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
You came back so fast! I thought you were gonna be gone, Elfie! Can I hug you again? Oh, sorry, not in front of the two dudes that you look up to.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
Yeah, I blame Iceheart.
Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons.
And if we never attempted to parley with the dragons, we never would have actually, you know, gotten as far as we did.
Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Iceheart taught us much.
Especially about certain things about what a bunch of the Elezen did. It was great, and not at all creepy.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Did he include the part where Lady Shiva got vored by a dragon and liked it? I'm just saying. That was the part I remembered.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
Yeah, I recall it too. You whined a bunch. It was great.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Thanks, Captain Exposition.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
Hello,
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source.
And then Elvi can lay the killing blow. It'll be awesome.
Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
Leave it to me! I need to punch something.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
What? No, Amaric, I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you come, Elvi is going to be way too distracted.
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Yeah, then you can protect it by not getting Elvi distracted. I'm just saying. Lucia gets it.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital.
Yeah, exactly, Estinian. Can you fist bump? Don't leave me Never mind.
Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander.
Everyone has a duty, and this is yours.
What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Alfie, still a baby. I love you. But hang back, okay? Oh my gosh, he's pouting! He's pouting!
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't that an ability in Final Fantasy X? Yeah, you can use it on us. Yeah. Yuna used it, right? I think it was Yuna, she had it.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
And also Elvi and Aeonica. Come on, fist bump! Fist bump, please! Oh, he really doesn't want a fist bump. Let's just get it over with. Fist bump! I'll fist bump Aeonica. Yeah! Why is there always this thing? I bet. I am betting money. Is this? Is Elvi out here somewhere? I gotta check my friends list. Elvi, are you here in... Oh my gosh. Yes! She is! They are here! They are here! You are doing that on purpose. LVJ plays dead. Yes! There you go. Elvi was hiding. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino would make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Well, thank goodness Elvi doesn't have a sprout anymore. Estinian Estinian is eager to set forth for the Eyrie. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. Now I gotta go on a search. Where in the world are they hiding? Maybe in the Forgotten Night. I don't know. Are you in here? Nope. I'm not seeing them. Oh well. They are a sneaky baby. Maybe they were up on the second floor. That might have been it. Yeah, probably upstairs. I dropped it on a trip between worlds, yes. Yeah, they were probably upstairs. Still a dragoon at heart. Gotta find the highest places. The moment is at hand, warrior of light.
I guarantee you won't find any loose rivets. We triple-checked.
These little beauties are our pride and joy, and now they're yours. So, be careful with them, eh?
No worries.
Calosa, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are.
The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end.
Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a cermet drill through cottage cheese.
That's a little much.
And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light, the dread wyrm awaits.
Mm-hmm.
Scary airy.
Hey.
Again! I found you this time! Look at you hiding out. Alright, use the duty finder to enter the Eyrie. Are you ready, LV? Eyrie! Thank you, Alteron. Speaking of, let's go. I was actually a little worried that I was going to get a random healer, but I trust LV a lot more than a random. Let's do it. Sensing the death of his consort, a wary Nidhogg has surrounded his lair with a wall of tempestuous winds. After calling upon the assistance of Sid and his ingenious engineers, however, you and Estinian are now ready to breach this howling barrier on the winds of their latest airship prototype, the Mana Cutter. Join the Azure Dragoon on this, the greatest of wyrm hunts, and mount a direct assault upon the Eyrie. Only with the death of Nidhogg can you ensure the preservation of Ishgard, and bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Ah, sorry, I caught you too fast before you could go hiding. Nidhogg! Oh, jeez! Up! Rip me! I'm going down! He's using the Eye of Nidhogg! It stopped him from destroying the Estinian's mana cutter. But we're still separated! We're gonna have to find our way to each other. Wicked mortals! I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash! Shouldn't that be the other way around? Oh well, there he goes. Oh no, I'm going down! Phew! I managed to save myself. Ah, a landing point. Here we go. Let's do this! Oh man, it's been a while since I tanked as a Dragoon. Thank you! Thank you, LV. The air begins to crackle. Oh, I don't like that. I saw you, Wyrm. Get back here. Trying to eat LV? That's no good. Oh yeah, we got 2 ranged. I get all the melee cards. Ah yeah! Absolute power. Alright, I'm sprinting. Boing! Shadow wall, there we go. And reprisal, we're good. Should be good. Alright, first boss. Here we go. Rangda. Urangda? I think that was wait, I think it's actually get in. Ataxia. Yes, it is. Hey, I remembered a thing. So now when he targets someone with prey, you gotta go to one of these lightning rods. Yeah, otherwise it'll electrocute you. These little statues. Otherwise it does that. That's an ad. Not yet. Oh, there he is. Oh, shoot. Take your time, I got living dead. And shadow wall now. Okay. This is what I get for pulling ads off of people. Never again. Get in. There you go. Easy. boss. There we go. Sorry about that. That was pretty messy. Ugh. Oops, I forgot I don't need this. Also, back in the day, this would actually deal damage to you as you go down. So, like, you would have to wait for the healer to heal everyone up after falling down. It was not fun. They fixed that. Alright, so this is the best part ever. You see these tiny babies? There's a sleeping mother dragon. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the babies away and then kill them where their screams don't awaken their mother. We're the good guys! We're the good guys! Over here, babies. In this corner, no one can hear you scream. Final yip. Ah, rip those dead babies. Calosa, child murderer. Dark Knights, everyone. Woo! Alright, second boss. This guy does poison attacks. He makes those little poison globules there. You don't want to stand in them. And when he makes a little, he's gonna make some gas clouds that look like bombs. The gas clouds are gonna eat the cups so that we have more places to move. Killed it too fast. Oh well. Hey, there we go. He can eat one more before we need to pop him. LV. Good job. Thank you. Light of sight. Now he is. Why does this cloud chaser get back here? Why is this cloud chaser get back here? We got a crumbling stone fortress that we can walk on now. I tried sprinting to see if I could actually get crushed by this falling pillar. You cannot get crushed by the falling pillar. It just invisible walls you. This pull can be very dangerous if you're not careful. So, even if you're pretty good, pop a cooldown to these guys. There we go. Last gauntlet. And then we got the final boss. Sorry, LV. There we go. Here comes the second one. Get over here. Got him. Yeah, almost there. Get over here, Wyverns. Get over here. Also, get out of here. Got him. You like being dead. Ooh, it's the Midgard Stormers theme. The theme of a great worm. Estinian! He's using the eye to keep Nidhogg at bay. Alright, so this one's gimmick is that Estinian is part of this group. You must strike whilst he is weak. Alright. Impudent mortal, thou wouldst use mine own eye against me. Tremble at my fury. thank you. Sorry. No, Yannicka! Well, Rip Estinian just got shot by that ball. This is why you don't stand near him if you can. Attend to me, my kinsmen. Slay these treacherous children of men.
I must use the eye to shield us. Protect me whilst I draw forth from its strength.
Oh boy. Calosa, this is a protecting mission. Oh, but this one is like, nope, I'm just landing right on top of him instead. Oh, jeez. Woo! 'Tis done, I'm prepared! Elvie? Whew. My rage consume you! Thank goodness we had Nidhogg's eye. Nice! Got him! Alright, let's get out of here. Now let's punch Nidhogg in the face. Oh no, he's swooping in! The eye! Hoo-ha! Hoorah! Heck yeah! That was a good run. Ah! Estinia needed healing. Ugh. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me. Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once and shall do so again. That's actually a reference to the Dragoon, storyline at level 50, the Nidhogg's essence controls him and you gotta beat the crap out of him. If I remember, was that true, LV? It's been a while. I assume that that's what is going on. Question mark.
No, Worm. This ends here.
Oh yeah, you just tear out his other eye. Estinian! He's just hanging on. Stab him! Stab him in the brain case. Stab him in the brain. He's using the power of the wyrm. Well. What the? Oh wow, that guy's super bloody. It sounds like a Dragoon story. It probably was. Estinian! You know, LV could have done that if they weren't being a... Wow, you did rip out his eye. I was joking.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Heyo! Ah! 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 Echoed! Oh, that wasn't just the echo. That is a crystal! Nice! The crystal of lightning has been restored. So that's earth, ice, and lightning. If Elvie hadn't been Astrologian, they would be doing all that cool worm slaying. Ugh. But now we're in the Echo. Who are all these people? Dead people and alive people. They're all Elezen. And a Dragoon. Nidhogg's eye. There's 2 eyes. What in the world?
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Sylvatrail de Zemail? This is the father of House Zemail.
Aye, the worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. But Nidhogg shall not linger long? He was here for 1,000 years!
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain.
They're all dead.
We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
You traded your honor? Yeah, you devoured some lady's eyes. That I don't think that's just honor. Whatever.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Wait, the Azure Dragoons are the kings?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
So, he didn't take the throne and instead became a protector. He was remorseful.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
Flavien de Fortome. This is the father of the Fortome line!
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
The Four Houses!
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
So, does that mean that some of the high houses left to become commoners?
We four, then.
Fortome, Hylanat, Durander, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
4 houses to rule them all. 4 houses to guide them.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more. We must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Oh, hey, Estinian.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
No, it's just the echo. But I saw a weird vision.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat.
That's not the whole story, it seems. He pulled out 2 eyes.
Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon.
And not only that, the eye you just pulled out is yellow. Did Nidhogg have heterochromia?
A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Whose is it? Oh, now I got an eye. This is great.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
I'm just saying that all of the dragons were born from, like, the 7, like, from one dragon. They were all born from Midgard-Sormr. And then all of those dragons had to marry each other, right? So that inbreeding is kind of a dragon thing. So I'm just saying, maybe Nidhogg is inbred. I'm just saying. The most Sui of Sue traits. I think Aeonica actually has heterochromia, if I recall.
Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win.
Heck yeah.
Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
So, Estinian, just gonna say, you just spewed all of that Nidhogg's blood all over your armor, and it's red now, lol, foreshadowing. Are you gonna wash it off anytime soon? Just saying. We could probably take a break now. You can wash all that red blood off of your armor, I'm just saying.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
Estinian, that stuff's gonna get rank. There's gonna be maggots living in it. You should probably wash it off.
But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Okay. Then you're gonna take a bath, right? Also, Alteron just came in, despite leaving before, to say that she used to have heterochromia, but now she's not inbred anymore. So, huzzah! Happy day. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. Estinian, take a bath! When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Just take a bath, you don't need to reforge your art. Men, am I right? With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Back to Zenith. We get a gooby butt. Time to look at this beautiful gooby butt on the way. It's a gooby butt. It's a gooby butt.
It's Gooby Butt. Dun, 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 it's Gooby Butt. Okay, I'm probably gonna make some of you motion sick. Hashtag take a bath, Estinian. He's never, I mean, he's just, okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. There's not a lot of water up here in the churning mists. We need to get back down to Ishgard before he can bathe himself. Cut him some slack. It's okay. Hey. Oh, Isail is here. Boing. She has scarce moved since last we parted. Bracevilger's confession will soon shake her from her stupor. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Bracevilger to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragonsong War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. He needs to go down off the floating islands, punt off a cliff. I mean, that's one way. Yo, Bracevilger! Huh. That's weird. You with the yellow eye. Impertinent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. Hey, Bracevilger. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Your eye. Mr. I'm missing a yellow eye, sir. Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield 1/2 of my strength. Well, here you are, sir. Here's your eye. Boop. Just stuff it back into that socket there. There you go. Echoed again. Oh, hey there, Nidhogg. Looking a little blinded. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatosker's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain, then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elezen. Yeah, blinded. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatosker her life and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Hraesvelga, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender an eye unto me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was careless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother! And the eye is bequeathed unto Nidhogg, so he may continue to live and continue the war. My vengeance is begun! And off he goes. So it was Hraesvelga who allowed the war to continue. Knowing what would have happened. Echoed. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldrath had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloodied and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
You were the one who continued the war, Hraesvelga.
This was
the peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse?
I'm fine. Call
Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken.
I don't want to kill people because Shiva loves me, but I'm gonna let everyone else kill you because I secretly hate you. But I'm not a bad person.
Alright, so here's the best part ever. So that quest we just finished was level 55. This one's level 56. So essentially what happens is, just before the Aerie, there isn't enough like fighting to get you to level 55 if you bum rush the story from 50. So when people first played, you would have to start from 50. So if you get to the Aerie, you cannot actually do it because it's a 55 quest. So you have to run around and do odd jobs for the Mughals, and then it's a level 55 dungeon. You do the 55 dungeon and immediately becomes level 56. So you're stuck here, can't do the story, and you have to go back and start doing side quests again. It's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. So every time I hear people complaining about how A Realm Reborn takes too long and they're already level 55 and you can't do it, you should be happy that you don't have to wait any longer. You can just bum rush the story. Just stop whining, you guys. The Heavensward wasn't perfectly made either. It's only got fixed from A Realm Reborn's BS. Anyway, that was my whining for the day. This is why if you talk to veteran Final Fantasy XIV players, they absolutely hate Mughals. They hate the Mughals with a fiery passion because they had to do all of the Mughal quests. And a lot of them are just hanging out like above you on the 3rd floor, so you gotta wander around looking for them. It was so dumb. It was so bad. Heavensward is good, but it's also really bad, and this was the worst part of it. So there you go. There you go. That's why everyone who says they love Heavensward, I'm glad. It's great. It really wasn't perfect. And thus did betrayal beget unending vengeance. Yeah, that's my unending vengeance is freaking Mughal quests, Estinian. Just knock this down to 56. Come on, Estinian. Don't be a jerk. He is frustrated by yet another mystery. The mystery of Mughals? Because that's my mystery. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hraesvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. Quest accepted! Okay, that's cool. So much Mughal hate. There is so much Mughal hate.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
But why are you suddenly trying to talk him back into being happy? You were the one whining at him the whole time.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
Hey, that's gonna be foreshadowing later on. Ba-bum-ba-bum. I'm dancing off stage.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yeah, see, I'm the only one who isn't a bad guy. After I slew all of those tiny babies and outside of the range of their mothers while they cried out in desperate plea for someone to save them, I'm a good guy!
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete.
Hmm?
We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
Oh, right! I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, where is this other eye? What did Haldreth do with it? Did he, like, eat it or something? He ate Ratatosker's eye, apparently.
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
Do you think he found it?
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain.
Heck yeah, it was me. And Elvian and Ionica, but mostly me. I was there taking all the fiery breaths. It was awesome, by the way. Why would I ever be a white mage? Ever again. Anyway.
What? In the city? A battle with whom?
A battle? What?
At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I usually hate fishing in games, and here I am with Fisher being level 60 in my highest level non-combat class. I'm telling you, they, at least with fishing, you get experience really fast if you do level appropriate fishing stuff. So it's easy to not be too low level. But then again, it's also easy to have under-leveled gear, and then it's hard to catch the fish that you want at that point. Oh no, Emmerich's in danger! You gave no order to attack, sorry, Ysael. Oh no, Estinian's in danger! I mean, not Estinian, Emmerich! Why does everyone sound so similar? Emmerich's in danger! Estinian is not in danger, he's right here. Anyway, so we've got heretics attacking, this isn't good.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us.
Oh, come on. Don't even with this. Well, maybe Hraesvelgr was right. Hraesvelgr, like, willingly let all of his children go to get fling themselves against your people and get them killed. He could have just murdered all of us if he really wanted to, but he didn't because he's a jerk. He's gonna let his children die instead. That's cool. That's not stupid at all. Estinian, stop making excuses for an idiot.
Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Yeah, my punching fist is ready.
Wait! I would join you.
What?
There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Oh, this can't go poorly at all, I'm sure.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Meanwhile, with the Heavensward, Heavensward, sorry.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence, but there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance.
Their prayers?
Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The Asians.
The moment is at hand.
Oh, hey, this is La Habrea, by the way. Remember, they changed all the voices. Rip La Habrea. La Habrea's A Realm Reborn was one of the few I was really sad they changed. He was really good.
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
Alignment? Dun dun.
It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Yeah, I bet he's really angry at us. Laha bread. Chiffon. It's okay, Iceheart's a friend. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's convinced. It's okay, I'm just hanging out with a heretic. It's fine. Don't think too much into it.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady.
She is come.
Hot.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more. It is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low!
I can only assume that they are just going to go, how dare you kill our great Lord Wyvern Worm! We're gonna kill you even harder! I'm just saying.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Peace?
What is peace?
Everyone's just like, oh man, wanted to kill people. Good job, Ysayle.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
No! Heck yeah.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern.
Yeah.
If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Yeah, and also we need to give Estinian a bath. Someone, fetch the hot water. Or cold water, I don't know, maybe he likes that, I don't know. Let us see how long this peace lasts.
I was rather too close for comfort, but 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend.
I mean, I came to Ishgard with you. Ew.
That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Halone that things do not end in bloodshed. I confess I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Heishot. Whatever is going on, Calosa?
Oh, well, you know, best friends and all that.
Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mists together, along with Estinian.
Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective.
Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this.
Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Fortune Manor.
Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Calosa and I shall wait you there.
Yay, everyone is safe and alive and nothing bad is gonna happen. Hooray! The war is over. Nothing bad will ever happen ever again. This is not a joke or me making fun of something that's gonna happen later. Of course not. Also, don't worry, LV, I did save Emmerich. You're welcome. Yay. Hey ho, the gang's all here. Me too.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
Yeah, I am. Thanks, Mr. Edmonte Fortom. But wait, I thought that Harshafon and I were going to be waiting for Emmerich, but he's already here. What? Wow, he's fast.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side.
Oh, baby! Can I hug you?
We bring the most wonderful tidings.
Yes, his little fist bump. I love him. It's okay though, LV. You can have him.
The infamous Lady Iceheart here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelgr? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
Mm-hmm.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question.
Oh, yeah. Well, what? You gotta sell this house and, like, wear peasant clothes? Is it that bad? I'm just saying.
If both highborn and lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his knights, 12.
Yeah, the common people are part of the High Houses too, because they were all descended of the Great Knights.
So there's literally nothing in the difference between highborn and lowborn, which would mean that the lowborn are probably going to tear you guys apart. So that's going to be great. Hey, Alphino, maybe we should get out of here quick before anything. No. We'll be fine. We'll help them.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known.
So you're gonna what? Sacrifice yourself to get the truth out?
You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the highborn needed men to lead and the lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question.
And there's gonna be riots, just like Ul'dah. This is great. Why do I even hang out with these people?
Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
Yep.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Americ, Elvie just said that we need to exchange this with exchange you with Estinian. You come on back over here, we'll send Estinian to tell him the stuff, and he can get sacrificed. Americ, no! No, come back, Americ, no! Well...
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
Well, he's dead.
My lady, is it wise to let him go?
I just said we shouldn't do it, and he's already gone. What are we supposed to do?
I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
We're gonna do... Oh, jeez. Prison break! Prison break! Prison break! This is why I became a Dark Knight.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone, but I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Excuse me, what? What rumors? Tell me more.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
And to what? So blunt. Elvie, I think you're in love with the Pope's son. The fantasy Pope's son.
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
Well, Justinian doesn't seem to believe it.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
And Elvie said, yeah, save my boy! I still love him. Bastard or no. Aw, Elvie.
Orchiffon, be reasonable.
Oh, Edmond's like, no, my son, don't go out and be an idiot.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Oh, baby, look at this knight. Look at this paladin dork.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
Don't worry, Count Edmund. I'll take care of them. That's what a tank is for. That's what Dark Knights do, is protect people.
I thank you all for your support.
No worries. That's kind of my job. Tell me more about how to be a knight, Archibald.
Of all the people, he should know better.
Far be it for me to criticize a man for his blind idealism, but he might at least have pretended to consider another course.
If we must risk the fortunes of our house to bring this truth to light, then so be it. But are you truly prepared to do this? To face the Heavensward in battle if you must?
Have no fear, Father. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. I promise you we shall prevail.
Oh, baby, look at this dork!
Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause.
Yes, here it comes. Here it comes.
Adversity acquaints a man with strange bedfellows, as Alphino knows only too well.
Wait, Alphino, what strange bedfellows have you taken to your bed? Alphino, what? Excuse me? What?
But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortom and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course! If their hatred for the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might as well be persuaded to assist in Sir Amarich's rescue, knowing the truth would be laid bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Calosa reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside?
The Dragoons have no love for politics, milady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves.
How very wise. Calosa, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries.
Alfie is so tiny. Oh, 5.5 finally said that that all Elezen are just naturally short, like super tiny for like 20 years, and then they just freaking grow. They just grow like sprouts. Urianje was mentioning it. He said that it took him like 20 years before he finally started growing. So, there you go. There you go. It's lore. It's canon. They look like tiny children because that's just how elves are. I'm just saying. Can you imagine Elvie just being like 18 years old and being as short as like a 13-year-old and just being like, "This is me," just, you know, with their braces and everything. Anyway, sorry. Short Elvie! Short baby Elvie! There you go! It's canon now! Elvie was a tiny baby. It would seem that the Forgotten Knight was spared the worst of the earlier chaos. Calosa Elfin, oh gods, I've been worried sick! It's so good to see you! And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilbrand and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? Well, we just killed Nidhogg, but now we gotta find some way to meet the revolutionaries. You're not serious? What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed anyway. I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker, if ever I have heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. So cute, I know! Tiny short Elvie. Just with their braces at like 18 and still looking like they're like, you know, super tiny. Freaking adorable. Don't tell me it's not. What's that? Speak up, I can't hear as well as I used to. Okay, well that's not gonna help. Look at these kids. Oh yeah, these kids, if you approach, they start throwing snowballs at you instead of themselves. Because they don't like the people from the above trying to talk to them. I don't know a goddamn thing about the Mongol, but if I did, you could be sure I wouldn't be telling you. Woo, okay. Wearing things too big for them in order to try and look like they're older. Look at me, I'm a big adult. And everyone's like, Elvie, please. Elvie, please. It's like, I'm a big giant adult, it's okay. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Well, that wasn't helpful at all. At first, the people here were a bit standoffish, but with a little effort and a lot of parley, I've managed to make plenty of friends. Not a single shred of information, just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Well, what did you learn, Tataru? Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gilbrand knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope he will be more forthcoming than the others. Wearing Dad's suits. Oh! Dad goes out trading in Gridania, and so Elvie just wears his, like, the suits that he would wear as a trader or something. Look at my merchant clothes, I'm gonna help you, Daddy.
Oh, sorry, stealing, not wearing. Stealing Dad's suits. But I mean, I'm sure you would find out. And then Elvie would just say that.
You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Calosa. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter in the Crow's Ear who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and tell him for me. Go and get them for me. Agreed? Okay, sounds like a plan. Oh no, I got Calosa butt in my face. Sorry about that. I think I know where I want to stop, but it looks like it might be slightly longer than the 3 hours that I'm used to. So if that happens, I'm sorry. Honorary!
My lord, that leer is most unbecoming. I say, the tales they are telling in the streets. Lady Iceheart, infamous leader of the heretics, a ravishing beauty? They say her hair is as white as ice. I wonder what's the color of the hair Honorroy, my boy, you're still here. Fancy that. Wow, what? Hello? Elvie, you've got competition when it comes to, Iceheart's affections.
Dear Gilbrand's errand girl. Good. How's he doing? Whoops. Same as always? Right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of these bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Hope the herbs end up growing back eventually.
Sorry, not sorry. Back off, Emmy! Let's be honest, though. Emmy would definitely not mind a threesome. I'm just saying. Are you willing? Boing. Well, you're gonna hand him over or not? This nameless flora has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it was most likely not poisonous. Sure. I'm not eating it. This ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. A few things which stir the hearts of men, like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, who knows what stories they'll share. Aw, I see where we're going with this. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know of who's rather fond of this blend. Heretha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or other, I forget. Anyway, it'd be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? I think I know exactly where you're going with this. Oh yeah, I forgot he's your brother. That's true. If you're gonna be marrying Harshaphant and you're gonna become part of the House for Tom, you can't really go making out with him. That would be a little weird. Sorry, I forgot, Elvie. Sometimes it's so difficult to remember all of your harem. What the? I'm sorry, what? Something about son's heir? Oh well, I missed it. There she is.
Yes, I am Heretha. Beg your pardon, but don't I know you, miss?
This wine is cooled after its fullest mulling and allowed to sit for a fortnight before mulling a second time with a fresh muslin bag of spices. Here you are.
I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. Must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame she was taken in by that Baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. Elezen. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God's the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Heora made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his servants, cast out into the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Oh, death? So, the pregnant lady isn't the mongrel. And it is true, it is canon. You can have half-breeds. There was people were asking about it a while back, and so I think the official story is half-breeds are available, and you yourself can say that you are a half-breed, but that the point is that most half people just have one or the other like appearance, so but half-elves in this are still very much a scandalous thing, because only Elezen can be highborn. So yeah. So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant and then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Girlmont's face is a mask of fear, but beneath it you sense something old and bitter. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Garrido, for example. Surely you've heard of him. No? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. If ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Thank you. Down below. Whoa! There he is. Peloni's blessings be upon you, miss. A gift? For me? The scent! How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend, may her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out, as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. So wait. Father had ruby eyes, and the child had black. See if we can find out who this person is. At least we'll know. Now, at least we'll be able to know who this guy is when it pops up. Yeah. She was a remarkable woman, Calosa. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. For her daughter's future. Aww. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divides us in the end. It's a legacy of our parents, Calosa. We can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. The blood which binds us. looking for your mongrel. Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? I'm looking for a mongrel who with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? Well, looks like we know that someone's talking. Dun. Yo, Alfie! Have you made any progress, Calosa? So our mongrel was born of an Elezen nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we only need to remain vigilant. I have a feeling that's not the only thing. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it, she went below to make inquiries of her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Calosa. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. There we go. Oh, hey. Is that Elvie up there? There! Yo, Elvie! Wave. Oh. There we go. Elvie being on high places, you know, as you do. But right now we gotta look for Tataru, right? You cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Okay. Oh, there's another destination over there. Hey, Elvie, have you seen Tataru? Yeah, I see you waving. There you are. She must be around here somewhere. I take you've had no luck either. Tataru! I'm sorry, forget I said anything! Wait, down there, isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Calosa, after them! All right! Oh no! A dead end!
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Fortom's manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
No, of course not. We just wanted to ask questions.
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Hey, Alfie, at this point, maybe don't threaten the people we want help from.
Haha, listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
I hope you only mean to, like, actually hit him, because that sounded a little suspect.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
What the?
Hilda!
Wow, leather lady, hello.
Lay a finger on the blue blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
I mean, I have a giant sword, so I mean, this lady knows what's what.
And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Oh, this Tataru VA was a Xenoblade Chronicles character. Hi, Hilda. So, Hilda, Final Fantasy II. She was the princess of in Final Fantasy II, and she and Sarah tend to be used a lot as characters. But I do like that they've made her a little more like the Final Fantasy IX Hilda, in that she's a lot more brash and kick butt. They didn't much care for my story about the weathered cane. For once, it would seem the fates are smiling upon us. Had those ruffians forced our hand, I dare not think what would have ensued. We probably would have just punched them a bit. I got my eye on you. Whatever it is you got to say it! Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? Forgotten Nights, say. I know, dang it, Alfie, but at least he wasn't that bad. He's learning. He's learning how to not be an idiot. Which is weird because everyone says he's super cool. Yo, LV! Bye, LV! What the? Oh boy! Is that an instance to fight we're gonna be in? I think it best if you take the lead this time, Calosa. If you're nervous, I could try parleying with them on our behalf. Perhaps they'd be interested in techniques for working lounge logs, or maybe the ladle of the cursed gladius. Oh, I know, the legendary skillet. Everyone loves that one. No worries, Tataru. I got this. I got this. I got this. Money. Everyone out. Yeah. the innkeeper is like, okay, everyone out. We're closed. Nice privacy. Mm-hmm. So, would you be willing to punch some high bloods in the face so that we could save Americ?
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Exactly.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Exactly.
Wow. Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
Well, it's got to do with you and the fact that all you lowborn people will now be able to be highborns.
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Although, technically, if Sir Emmerich dies and that reveals that, I guess if we can rescue him, Sir Emmerich may be able to stop all the riots that are inevitably going to happen. So, a lot less bloodshed.
What in the hell's?
What the? Oh no! No! One of the workers!
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
It's one of the Heavensward!
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Forton consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do.
Oh, jeez.
Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir would be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Heck yeah! Shoot a jerk! Protect? But that was removed from the game! What?
Such simple creatures, rats, certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Yes, yes, Emmerich is very noble, but that doesn't mean he's always very smart. Can we just save my boyfriend, please? Oh, I see this Kyurchin. My, such fury! Patience, my queen. We've only just begun. If it's a fight you want, you can bloody well get it!
Right there!
Oh, hey. He's got his own little fire thing. Well, hope on. Defend Search Harbor! Kill the rebels! Damn, there's no end to them! Search Harbor, what are you doing? I see a Kyurchin. There you are. It seems you are beyond reason. How marvelous.
You disgust me.
Ah, so you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby. I'm a trust fund, baby. You can trust me. There you go. You're welcome. Suppose now is as good a time as any. What are you talking about? Look at it! He's got a little Kirby! Stop this madness, all of you! Why are you fighting? Lord Oshafon, over here! How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch! This mongrel bitch is gonna put a bullet between your eyes! Oh, I see that Kyurchin. Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
Filthy rats!
Get away from my friends.
the Magiker didn't die. There you go. Oh, he's got mana ward. That's why. There you go. Have fun being dead. Are you gonna die? Wow. There we go. Yeah, Archbishop came to save me. Oh yeah, you go! Oh yeah.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Lucia!
Enough!
What the? Do you just jump like 3 stories? What the? He's a mage.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I don't think that's luck. What the heck? How are his reflexes
Nay,
so
'tis
good?
we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
Is no one going to point out the fact that he jumped like a dragoon? He's a caster.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grino announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Ew! The Heavensward took over the Temple Knights.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Oh, that's no good.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda, and yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
My boy, Emmerich. He's sorry, he's dead. What are we gonna do?
Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Let's do this. Alright, it's finally time to save Elvie's boyfriend. Took us long enough. Let me guess, you're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? I mean, sure. It's 'cause what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore. Not anymore, at least. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies from up on high. They none of them are well-bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue buds to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Hallionart. Of course, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Yeah, Francel. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotten in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. Francel, my son. I never liked him, not since his days as an Inquisitor. He took far too much pleasure in his work. Time is of the essence, Calosa. We must move quickly before they discern our intent. First Sir Grinoir and Sir Paul Crane, and now this Charbert character. I mean, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are all the Knights of the Heavensward this bad? I do not relish the thought of facing the Temple Knights in battle, but what other choice do we have?
We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses, that much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that, nonsense. If not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. Reckoned it was your beloved Sir Amaric's doing at first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. That way they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward's esteem did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A might flying bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the High Houses away from the city, and to do that we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. What makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Low-born knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join the defense of the vault. Spread false reports of an attack and get them out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the High Houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance like this. Then it is decided. To the vault! The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Oh yeah! I am a dragoon. I am the friend in high places. Yep, that's true. Only one chance, Calosa. Make it count. With allies such as these, we cannot fail. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives. Rescue Sir Amaric and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Lord Archibald, Estinian, Master Alphino, and I will make ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way to the highest levels of the vault, even unto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you and yours are within, they will signal to us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Amaric and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what must needs be done. Oh, I missed Alphino. Oh well. Here we go! We're gonna end it very soon, finally. Shoo! Last video. Yeah, Ishgard's music is super good. I should probably sprint. Hey, it's Elvie again! Oh, with a wind-up Harsha font. Pet. Well, I'm gonna set up for when we enter, and then we'll do it next week. Sounds like a plan. The altars are in position, Mistress Calosa. I will send word once you and your party have entered. And there we go! Cheer. This is gonna be great! Next week we're gonna do it. So next week we're gonna enter the vault and capture ourselves an Archbishop so that we can save a boy. Oh, you got it! You bought it. That was an old thing for Little Ladies' Day back in the day. So, but because of the idols would be singing, so you got to get the different cheering emotes. I ended up deciding that I didn't want to grind out the stuff for it, and I never got them. And then I'm not paying money for them because I'm a whiny loser. So LV can cheer for me instead. Alright. Well, yes. These stamps. Let's do it. Next week. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. This was a little longer than normal, but it's fine. It'll be good. Thank you for coming. Next time, we're going to go into the vault. We're going to save Emmerich. It'll be awesome. There'll be no problems. So then, I'll see you guys next time then.